Hello. Wait. I was not ready yet. We're still in ads. This is still in ads. Alistair, thank you for the raid. We're just, we're still in the ad break, Alistair. We do it again. Oh no. I was not mentally ready yet for that. Hello. Hi. Hello, I'm Lux. How does streaming work again? No, just kidding. Okay, ad break is over now. Hello everybody, for those who raided right into the ads. Get TV rated. Hello Dane, hello. Hello Faye, of course. In YouTube. How are you all? How was your stream? I saw you were playing Hollow Knight, Silksong? Sorry, my brain, I'm a bit scatterbrained today. I'm a bit scatterbrained today. And hello Fane.
Lizard.
Thank you for the lizard in my face. Hi. This is one of those moments where I wish that I could move my model around a bit more. Okay. Where I wish I could move my model around a bit more. Speaking of models, today I got another update for the 2.0 model from my artist, so there's progress there. I'm quite excited for it. I'm a tiny bit tempted of making like a sneak peek, but no. So if everything goes according to plan, we'll hopefully have the new model or have the 2.0 debut in end of October, so before Halloween. But we'll see. So far, my artists, so my model artist and my lore video artist haven't said it is not possible to be done by that time. I still need to look for like new panels, new alerts I wanna have set up, and so just so much stuff to do. And I didn't really have much time in the last couple of weeks to get anything really done. Besides getting the new emotes, I think, is this the first? No, it's not the first. Is it the first stream with the new emotes? I'm not sure. We have new emotes, everybody, for those who didn't know this. Yeah, a couple new emotes. Yes. Now we have a bonk hammer. Thank you. Fun fact, I was a bit imprecise with my description at first regarding the specific emote, and the first version was me getting bonked. Which was exactly the wrong thing, because I needed, Alistair said it, I needed a bonk hammer especially for him. And for Dane. But yeah. How was your stream? How was your stream, Alistair? I hope you had fun with Hollow Knight. I eventually want to play it too. Eventually. I want to play the first game first, obviously. You know, I gotta keep them in line. They're a lot, but that's the game. Yeah, I heard they now, apparently have adjusted the difficulty of a few enemies. Sorry. I just sometimes, get something swept into my timeline with, oh, new updates or whatever. There's a lot of Silksong content in my timeline, despite me never even played Hollow Knight. I'm on an emote of anti-Paul Calvert. Our emotes are telling a story. I have to play the first to understand system, but I do recommend it. I mean, from what I heard, it's... I mean, generally I prefer playing games in order they released in. But apparently... Like, the second game is apparently harder than the first one. From what I heard. I don't know if it's true. And it's probably a good learning curve. Normally I don't do well, though, with games that... Well, I don't know if Souls-like is the right word, but... Where it's... Let's say where it's basically expected that you kind of die a couple of times to the bosses before you actually get it. But we'll see. Maybe I just play it a bit, but not through. Maybe I play it through and I enjoy it a lot. Who knows, really. But this is for the future. There's a lot of other stuff planned because good golly, good lord, there's... I don't know which time frame even the most talented tale teller should do all the things I want to do. And hello Unleashed, how are you doing? Give it a try. If it's not for you, then it simply isn't for you. Yeah, exactly, that's the way of putting it. I have to say, every time I see, like, Nadia's emote, I always think, like, oh, I should stop by her stream a bit more because she seems like such a cool person, but I never really have time for it. But honestly, like, I have this issue with so many people. Like, I want to stop by their streams more, and I just don't find the time because either I'm streaming, I'm exhausted, I'm sleeping, or I'm at work. Or a combination of multiple of those, depending. She's on a spiritual journey away from stream right now. Like I didn't even know that. Like I'm not on top, but I do hope like she's doing well. And hello DM, Tavern Talk. Yeah, we're playing Tavern Talk today again. It's like become my staple. I play it during the day, during the week, when I still have another work day ahead of me or two. Most of my stream watching happened at work, but that hasn't happened in a while. Yeah, I think you've also been quite busy. My daughter is amazing. Why we love Nadia. Just woke up after a nice 1 hour nap. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually had a nap too today, and I was like, this was one of those naps where I felt more exhausted afterwards. I'm definitely not a napping person. It's quite unfortunate because on days like this I'm quite tired, but I just cannot nap because either I sleep properly or I'm just maybe I doze a bit, but I'm still kind of awake. But yeah, napping is not really. Hashtag Papa Dane left, Sister Nadia and Sister Sefina in LuxTaleor. Dane, what are you doing again? I am completely out of the loop with like this side of the lore. I really wanna get to do. I really wanna like check up on more of the people, but when am I supposed to have time for all of this? Hashtag blame Dane. I love a good nap. Yeah, I can imagine. I can totally imagine like if you have like a nice hour nap and you actually feel relaxed and revitalized after it. Like this must feel amazing. I just never feel like that. I just feel like been run over by a train. And I don't mean like my friend train, but a literal like freight train. Dane also died. Okay, but let's hop into the game. Before I forget why I'm even here. Sometimes feel like I've been run over by a steamroller. Yeah, I completely understand it, especially like this last few weeks were... This was basically me the last few weeks. Which is just so heckin' annoying. Like... Why? So. Oh, that sounds honestly, Faded sounds so cool. I actually had something like this in my mind a couple of times too. Like, if there was like a good opportunity where I get just a bunch of different people together, of different VTubers, and like voice something together. It would be really cool. This would be really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm also absolutely 100% down. I just don't know what. I haven't got that far yet. Team Sus has done something like that with mods. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we have done something like this with Monster Prom. That is absolutely true. Team VA. It would be kind of cool if we had like our own like little VA project. It would be really cool. There are 2 Coffee Talk games as well as Tavern Talk. There are tons of story games too. Yes, but this really needs to be planned out properly. Tavern Talk would be quite good for this. I mean, I have a somewhat... I mean, I can somewhat do different voices, but... like, if they're actually like different people, it would be really cool. Monster Prom was my first Alistair experience. I remember my first Alistair experiment. Experiment. Yeah, experiment. Yes. Experience. So, let's continue. Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Chapter 11. Trouble in Paradise. 9th of the Astral Moon. Hashtag Lux9 to section Lux. Yeah, that was so cool. Oh, those 2 again. Okay, I hope I can do the voices properly. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept really well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep well? She passed out right after she had some soup. Yes, the magic soup. I hoped that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine missions in my dreams. Tia, just say you were exhausted. It is fine. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Oh yeah, I don't even remember what the quest was. But yeah, I prepared the quest at the end of last stream. But that much I remember. I'm not completely sure again about what exactly it was. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I'm looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Okay, yeah, and Andrew definitely ate the soup already. We are not getting any soup today. Dang it! Andrew! Quest 2 stuff at place. Yes, basically. I think it was something about rumors. Okay. Wait. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Raiders of the Lost Archives. This was it. Tia was looking for like an ancient archives that were lost, and we basically collected information for where she might be finding them. So basically, where Alistair's hiding. That's what it was. Well, I hope Ando enjoyed the soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite a talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took me a while, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. Like, I thought it'd be fun to make her her niece one of those little dolls my granny taught me how to make. The ones with flower dresses and mini axes. Wait, what? Flower dresses and mini... Okay, that sounds actually kind of cool. Can I have one too? I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. Actually, I think they make quite a nice team. And honestly, I would kind of ship those two. Like, she's always so stuck up and like follow the books and doesn't really take care of herself. And he's just like, yeah, just the absolute sweetheart. But yeah, let me make you some soup so you can sleep properly for once. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny. Girl failure and himbo. Kinda. I mean, she is a very talented fighter. And definitely extremely strong. But she's kind of out of touch with normal life, you could say. Blonde Rena. Blonde Rena without the chaos, I would say. She's not chaotic enough. She's a very organized person. And Rena is a bit more chaotic, a paladin. For which we love her. And who wouldn't want some stars in their gardens, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far. Though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. Never heard of those. Oh. They sound intriguing. Why did the music shift suddenly? Bizarro Arena. Yeah, I think this actually kind of fits. When I was younger, one of my favorite stories, the Elysian told, was the one of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have a gift from Leviathan for the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version, where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Rena Salter Eagle? Might be. I mean, I've never seen Rena and Elethea in the same room together, so who knows? Maybe this is actually just Rena in a disguise. Who knows? Blasphemous heresy is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happened. It just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Astaria alive for eternity. Elifrina? I actually need to show Rena this character. I think she probably quite like her design and everything. I mean, she got armor. The only thing that would make it even better if she would have elven ears. Let's face it. I don't know how she feels about blonde hair specifically, but I still think her design... I think this is still something she would like. I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later. With a local guide, no less. I've never visited before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varikia. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's go back to our quest. Yeah, you're right. Now, the quest. Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together. Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of the divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? A big for a funny story. Yeah, I do remember, like, despite him looking like an absolute barbarian, he's just the absolute animal lover and just wants to be friends with everything and everybody. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. She doesn't want to. Who make her soup then? Exactly. No, honestly, this is kind of sweet. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. That's exactly what I mean. You. They'd like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could I at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up, so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach things non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will do enough to damage them. If that's your concern, I could offer you some citrin. It's infused with divine properties that bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citrin can be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How did you even have access to that? Oh, you know. No, I don't. Anyway. Okay, just got to gloss over it. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and Citrin will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma and honey flowers might offer more unconventional solutions. Could help us decide. I don't want to argue. Sure. Hello, Ogre. I see the barb. And just know, if you whisper something in his ear, you'll get an echo. No, like, like, Calais is the absolute sweetest sweetheart. He wouldn't never hurt a fly if he can help it. He would absolutely never hurt anybody. But how are you doing, Ogre? You having a nice day so far? So let's see. So some defense with charisma mixed in. This could be the first snow. Could definitely use this one. This does not have enough defense. We really need something with 3 defense to it. We could do this. The first snow, it has a bit of charisma. It would require certain infusion. We could definitely do that. But his eyes are completely glassed over. He's just happy. That's all. So we need honey flowers, I think, was it? So. Bunch of defense. I personally like Clay's approach to things instead of just attacking. First snow. Bing! Bottoms up. He got big. Yeah, he got big hippo energy. Definitely. I would love to hear the stories about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your packs. Plus, this worked well for you the last time here. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good, you should. I mean, his eyes are not really glass though. He's like sparkles in his eyes. He's excited. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper. But we should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market and they helped me pick out the right vegetable for the soup. And then they invited me to the barbecue at the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. You also have to eat. Oh god, I like Clay so much. He's such a sweetheart. He's just excited. He's not just excited to be here. He just is an absolute sweetheart. He's also excited to be here though. Like, absolutely. And hello, Gentleman Berserker. How are you doing? How's your day? Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Got to get ready for work. Oh, sorry to hear that, Alistair, but thank you again so much for the raid, for the lurk, and for spending a little bit of time here. It's always greatly appreciated. And I do hope your workday goes by fast. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon! Was basically a morning shift. May thy work be short. Absolutely. Oh, it's him again. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It is always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like a part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses. With my own 2 hands. I even got blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. I mean, he seems like a spoiled brat, but he has the heart in the right place, definitely. And hello, Pander. Pain. Why pain? Has work been stressful for you? I hope you can relax a little bit now, though. The day was long enough, after all. Have a seat. Pain. Okay. Have a seat and let our Greenhorn adventurer Archie story enlighten you with his first heroic deeds of rebuilding houses for farmers. Very exciting and painful. I guess Archie's just matching your energy at this point. It's just it's going to be okay again, Panda. Just relax. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right. A drink like this is still missing from a recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Recipe unlocked, steel tonic. Okay, just like apparently just sprang to my mind. That's how fast I work, apparently. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astonishing duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half giant. Okay, like Clay and Tia. They were utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventure surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that will help me defend myself from devious dangers like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did... Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters are a real nuisance, I tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Okay. So last time I think he wanted a stamina drink. Actually, let's give him the steel tonic. Steel tonic. With the steel tonic running through your veins, you can become the buff party tank of your dreams. Its cooling qualities mixed with a surprisingly spicy aroma boosts your vitality to new heights and leaves you impenetrable. Dang it, I cannot say it. Impenetrable. Yeah. Impenetrable. To damage. That is, if they are even fast enough to hit you. Let's make it. I think this is good for this. So we need a little bit swiftness. 1 helping. Fight. And 2 defense. Luck is penetrable. He can't be impenetrable. Lux is penetrable. He can't be impenetrable. Bottoms up. Brick is ready. Jesus Christ. Protections against your arch nemesis. The word impenetrable. Splinters. Here you go. I can feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses. It is my secret party trick. FK. Penetrating. No, it was I cannot say impenetrable. 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 God damn. He's not penetrating. No, impenetrable. Jesus. As he can impenetrable. As he can impenetrable. 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 God damn it. Impenetrable. Impenetrable. I have to say it very slowly. I have to say it very slowly. Impenetrable. I cannot say it any faster than this. You had it, yeah. I mean, it's actually insane. I'm really good at tongue twisters. But, like this word is apparently just my nemesis. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I can absolutely say this. Fun fact. I now can finally say this. In German, actually, because I watched the movie originally in German. It is actually a different word. In German, it is... What? It's not supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. In German, it is, by the way, supercalifragilisticexpialigetisch. Und dieses Wort ist durch und durch furchtbar weit synthetisch. Fragile. Also, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, yeah. I probably got it mixed up with the German word a bit. Supercalifragilistic. Like a frag grenade. No. Fragile, yeah. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Frag out! It's got a frag. I mean, can I do like the German one? Es ist supercalifragilisticexpialigetisch. Dieses Wort klingt durch und durch, furchtbar weit synthetisch. Nur wer's laut genug aufsagt, klingt klug und fast prophetisch. Supercalifragilisticexpialigetisch. Yeah. I don't know the text in English though. I don't think I've ever seen Mary Poppins in English. Which is kind of ironic because if I remember correctly, doesn't this play in the UK? I think it does play in the UK if I remember correctly. Like, you didn't even need to go, like, back 30 minutes. I think this was, like, literally, like, 5 minutes before you came back. But yeah, do feel free to, like, clip. Always fun. Gate-ish is what I hear. Now, I imagine Germans pointing to a gate and say this word. Gate-ish. Supercalifragilisticexpialigetisch. No, it's gate-ish, so with an E, with an E sound. Like German E sound, not gate-ish. Gate-ish. But, yeah. Language is weird, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just confused. Like this is canon. I'm just confused. Period. Especially when I'm tired. I'm confused. I am confused. But yeah. I mean, I would actually. I mean, I'm still planning on doing like a stream where I teach German or Austrian Germans. I also intend to do like some tongue twisters in German. Yes, I am stream. I completely forgot. You know, this is what I said. You know, I'm so confused that I forgot that I am stream itself. My entire being is stream. Alright, we were playing Tavern Talk. I completely forgot. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. I kinda lost the voice a little bit there. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore too? Oh, as well. That is correct. Correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being a similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. As a tavern keeper, aren't you always playing Tavern Talk? Oh my god! Oh my god! My entire life is a lie! I thought I was a telltale and not a Tavern cape. He's actually in a kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. Wer nix wird, wird. Yeah, I mean, this... Oh, yeah. Oh, God, it's been a while since I heard that saying. Never tell this to an innkeeper, though. I think many of them would be quite upset. Wer nix wird, wird. It's been a long time since I heard this one. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now, he doesn't have any bodyguards and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'm strong enough. Even with your magically infused strings, you might need more protection I could offer. Oh, no worries. Two of my best friends are innkeepers. One of them is a former lawyer, so they are the antithesis of this. Okay, like I heard of weird career paths. Like I've seen an IT technician becoming a butcher, for example. But I've never heard of a lawyer becoming an innkeeper. That's actually hilarious. Well, I still do, still do that thing with the quest. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And some brave adventurer will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguard in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Okay. Wait, Ogre, you what? You what? I cannot even begin to unpack this. But apparently I'm not supposed to unpack this because otherwise Panda throws books at me again. At least once the cooldown for the redeem is over. The ogre lore is thickening. I can already see it. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer self, does it? Hello, Elisra. That actually startled me a little bit. As a bookshop manager, I need to de-stress somehow. By throwing books at your friends. I mean, if it helps you. What are a few bruises if I can help a friend decompress a little bit? Just kidding. Why would I dream of other people's journey if I could live the tales myself? Got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. You love being assaulted by stories. Not like that. Not a masochist. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. They will also offer to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer, getting taught by the fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Wukakin lady called Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? Oh yeah, we do know Carolyn. She has an extreme foul mouth, but she's good-natured at heart. Oh, Carolyn. Yes, I know her quite well. I mean, kinda both are true. But let's flatter her a bit. Let's flatter her. I mean, she's not really that much of a regular. She just comes by like maybe once a week. So she's a local legend. I'm surprised you haven't heard of her. I've heard Faye promised me to teach me to use a bow, and was about like, I don't remember, but but I'm down to teach you. I mean, actually, I do know how to shoot the bow, but it was Faye Bell. I mean, if you want to, not opposed to the idea. I only know the basics, really. A telltale needs to be able to defend themselves, after all. Guess you hadn't heard of her. She's single-handedly outsmarted the vibrant Chimera. That's incredible! This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently, Lady Callan is bored because the newest prodigy is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So I'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. Honestly, the idea of you never having touched a bow sounds way more surprising than the idea of you having used one. No, actually, like, I've been to an archery range, not that often. And I do remember when I was younger, I used to, like I was very fascinated with the Middle Ages and, like, tried to craft myself, like, swords and bows out of, like, sticks I found in the wood. Of course, it did not work properly, but I wonder what kind of stream that would be. Would an archery stream be removed because weapon? I don't think it would. I think... I mean, I don't know what, like, the policy on Twitch is for weapons. But I don't think, like... As long as you don't shoot at living things and only at, like, targets, I don't think that would be an issue. Yeah, I imagine the same. I don't think this would really be an issue. As I started to... I'm not going to... Oh yeah, I think you mentioned this a while ago when we went Discord. I do remember you saying something like this once. It's actually really cool how much stuff you did. I don't know. I always kind of liked archery in particular. I don't know. It has some sort of elegance to it almost. Terra and I might collab and do an archery stream one day. We used to do archery and weapons throwing all the time. I mean, generally, so first of all, if you actually ever manage to, like, do one this kind of collab stream, I will absolutely want to watch that, because this sounds extremely epic. But yeah, archery, like, as most of you probably know, I do absolutely, like, love history in general, the past, But my real fascination really starts before like gunpowder was really involved in a lot of things. Like I like this times more because it was simpler. I'm just kidding. But like I don't know, like shooting guns always seems like kind of cheating in a fight to me. It's weird. I don't know how I can put it in any other way. I make my own bowstrings. I thought about turning that into an ASMR stream. Actually, sounds kind of cool. Besides the fact that I cannot listen to ASMR, I'm so sorry. Like I'm one of those people. Like I do not get why people like ASMR. I mean, I guess I kind of can understand it. It just doesn't work for me. I leave for 2 minutes and Faye comes back with murderous knowledge. Oh, you didn't know that, Panda? But yeah, don't mess with Faye. This Faye doesn't need any Faye curses to get you. Gun is weak, no tool, the coward behind it. It's cool with showing herself on camera, and I'm not entirely against it, just shy, so who knows, maybe we can do an apocalypse armor. I can put on a mask and do fun weaponry, lol. I mean, I'm also not like... I mean, if there would be like a cool opportunity in which I would need to show myself, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. I just prefer to be kinda anonymous in this regard. I mean, to be honest, like, the way I look rather unremarkable, I would say. I've not some crazy crazy way how I like look. And hello Hylian, welcome. You probably got here through Alistair's raid, if I remember correctly. You might have, maybe he's the only one who raided me, unless you got raided into Alistair, but I think you hang around Alistair a lot. But hi! Do live in the Bible Belt, so 100% trained to use various guns as well. Oh my god. That's cool. You nuke from afar with weapons, but with curse of being British. I'm happy to see you too, Hylian. Panther, the seemingly innocent image, lol. This is character development. This is character development, Faye. And Dante! God, all the people coming by today. How are you doing, Dante? It's been a while. In the name of Loki, Primer will punish you all. Nobody's being punished here today, Dante. How are you doing? But yeah, Panda, in conclusion, don't mess with Faye. Don't mess with Faye. I imagine the tiny Faye being now with a warhead. She's riding on a rocket. The image is quite hilarious, not gonna lie. Backstory in the interview stream tomorrow. I'll tell you guys more fun stuff. The work was heavy and the last time it took some time. I mean, I hope you can rest up a bit then, Dante. I'm supposed to sleep, but I wanted to visit at least. Friend a plan, hello. I mean, if you're sleepy, I mean, it's so sweet of you to stop by. But if you're sleepy, of course, please don't let me be the reason you can't go to sleep. Sleep is very important, and I'm getting way too little of it myself in the recent weeks. So take care of yourself. Love to be a tiny fairy riding a bee into battle, leading an army of 4. Oh god, that sounds horrifying. That sounds absolutely horrifying. First free day out of the weekend for weeks. Oh god. Yeah, I'm also looking forward to my first week off since April. Next week. Because honestly, like, no, I don't even want to think about my day work. No, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah. Okay, let's go back to Archie. I think he's looking for a he's looking for a bodyguard for his friend. That's what it was. how do I got, but now I've got to think about the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friends assembled in no time, trust me. Thank you so very much. And also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Oh, who's that? You... Oh. To say it with the eternal words of Dane Haller, aka Sus Haller himself. Oh my. Wow, this guy has looks. And friend, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time here. Well, who's this? Seductive looking fella. I've been playing 7 Days to Die again for a few days. But Dante, have you played it for 7 days? I hope not, because that would mean you die. And I don't want you to die. That would be very unfortunate, so don't do that. So okay, what kind of voice should I give this person? I'm kind of tempted of doing like a seductive voice. But I'm seeing the ads are starting any second. And I also noticed for some reason we seem to have load chat on. Wait, hold on. No, it's not. Okay, it was just a weird message here. Okay, then, I think of a voice to give him. Meanwhile, we're gonna have a little quick break because, ads are coming up anyway. Don't read my mind. Okay, so, be right back. And, for those here, get some snacks and drinks yourself if you don't have, especially drinks. Drinking is important after all. And see you very soon. And here we are again. Did you miss me? We're still in the ad break though, so we still need to wait a little bit before we continue. But yeah, I got new water. I don't know if Panda can hear me. We got some beautiful water. If he gets to torture me with his horrid German accent, or not accent, or German interpretation, I'm allowed to torture him with my horrible British one, after all. That's only fair. No matter what he says. And yeah, only a minute left to go before the people are released from the ad jail again. I mean, I really wish didn't need to turn on ads at all. But no ads, no emotes, and no channel redeems, or like channel point redeems, which is quite unfortunate. But that's the way it is. And on a little side note, I have like my window like partially open, or at least in my kitchen where I just got my water from. And I think my neighbor is like deep frying something sweet. Like we have basically have something called Bofesen here, which is basically bread with plum jam, which is drenched in like a batter and then fried off, and it smells exactly like that right now. And I mean, I'm not getting hungry, but I kind of wanna have some now. Fortunately, I don't get any. Anyway, welcome back from Ad Jail, and we have this very illustrious fella here, who's unknown to us. I want to say he's a bit of a... He looks a little bit like a tiefling, but the tail doesn't fit. Theoretically, like, I could see him being an incubus, but... this satyr doesn't work. Like, they don't have, like, a purple skin. Definitely something more on the demonic side of things. Especially with the ears. It could actually be an incubus. But we'll see. Oni... do Onis have tails like this? Like, Onis normally don't have tails like this. Like this here. Oh, just... like, I don't think Onis have tails. Pretty sure. And I'm also not sure... I mean, Onis... are there purple Onis? Like, classically, they're like reddish. Although purple is also like a reddish tint, but... I will see. So. Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't the convenience. I wasn't that convinced from the outside. But the interior is really adorable. Glad you're are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure. But I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simpler tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm. Okay, phantasm wasn't even in my dictionary of like possibilities. A phantasm. I think I heard it somewhere, but I don't know the characteristics of a phantasm. I definitely heard the word, the name, the description. I heard this word before, but I don't know anything about him. There's a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. Oh god, he's blushing. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to never feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come by here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? What a... Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage. Voyage. I kind of like Voyage, despite it's probably pronounced Voyage. Voyage. Sounds more exotic. I gotta keep Voyage. The name's Voyage. But you can call me Voy. Okay, this voice is perfect for him. Alistair, is that you? Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. I'm afraid not. I suppose I should have. I'm Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Nope, never heard of this guy in my life. Well, I guess you have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper. You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. I got the wink. I got the wink. Is that something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that make me even more irresistible. Like the real Prince Charming. I'm having way too much fun with this voice, I'm sorry. Gotta go, I don't blame you. Have a good one, Nick. Thanks for stopping by, Panda. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. So many charisma drinks. I think Sunny Breeze fits him the best, though. Go with this one. So, we need the 2 parts here. We already have the dexterity, but we need 2 parts wisdom. The Sunny Breeze. Thumbs up. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Unlike my tongue, which constantly get twisted today. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me... sorry, wrong voice. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your countering keep, cause I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands. Dealer of hearts. And the most famous bard in all of Feosor. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask you for an autograph later then. What brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit. Sometimes. I mean, I do imagine, like, it can get a bit like you don't really have much privacy, so I guess I kind of get that. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Okay. He's just staying there being handsome. Oh! Another new face. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but gifted circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat. Been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of self? Oh, how I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine. Innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. Okay, so we apparently know him. I had looked away for a while. I love Quincy. He can't. I love his design, really. Like his. Honestly, like this. Honestly, like this is also like a design I could see on my character. Like, in addition with the head. I can't lose my iconic head after all. I say it's iconic, like it's been always here, and has always been. It's grown on my head. Not just kidding. I can, in fact, remove the head, but I look a bit weird without it. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Okay, something charismatic for Quincy. I don't want to give him the same thing as I gave Voy. This character is a real-life person though, Quincy or Quincy's Tavern. He's a streamer and really cool guy. I've had some conversations with him in the comments just like this. Oh, really? I did not... Okay, that's extremely cool. This is extremely cool. It does like... a streamer guy involved in all of this. This is... Oh, I liked it a lot. Well then, let's make sure to give Quincy like the best drink possible. Don't want to disappoint him. A spoken heart. Seems like the perfect drink. Here you go. Liquid charisma, my specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you have improved a good deal since last time. He's written fantasy recipe books. Does shorts that have gone viral, recipe videos, drinks, roleplay, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. I need to look him up. It sounds really cool. Sounds like just right up my alley actually. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So, what brings you into this corner of the world? Ah, I'm looking for the feather of a particular little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent rather. I sent one to the chat. Can check him out. Oh, thank you so much, Faye. It's very sweet of you. That way I cannot forget. What bird? A golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon, they're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fisoa. have a hard time with the city names. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah. They don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines, you'll find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they laughed at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. That is true. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Do enjoy your art. Yeah. And I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Ah, Innkeeper. Thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There will always be those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat from doing those voices. And let me drink something real quick. There'll always be those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. It's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Gagarin, the smallest town of the big city, I always dreamed of joining the SUV Guild. Songs of Vigor. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hagen. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents: live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there. Voyage. You too. Oh, Voyage. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper? Not yet. No, not yet. No. Oh. Maybe one day. Just brutally shut down. Oh, it's her again. Welcome back. Quick, Innkeeper. Your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Oh, it's her. It's absolutely urgent. It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listening, Keeper. I tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient because Spire really needs a drink first. Oh god, yes, please. What do you need? The same as last time? Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that make you feel as sturdy as a tree bark again. Oh. God, not sure. This voice really does not fit with my throat right now. Which one did I give a was it the Frosted Lagoon? I think I gave, or was it first Snow? I would tend to say it was Frosted Lagoon. It was first Snow, no Frosted Lagoon. Wait, no. Okay. This is the wrong one, though. How do I make this one again? Dang it, I'm completely blanking out on this right now. No, although no, I can do it with this. Okay. A buttload of defense. Oh, kind of spelling. I'm sorry. Wasteful. And no, not the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This one. It might have been that one. I hope it's fine. God, now doing all the weird voices today. Here you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Ah, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought you would have messed it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Yuna. You're welcome. But Baya, are you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please, fill me in on the situation. I've never seen you this upset, Baya. And you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now... Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, Innkeeper. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell you what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so, Sweet Baya over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable, for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Ah yes, the Mary Morgan. The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders though. Yep, that's right. Anyway, Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. Wait, the Banshee, the Mary Morgan? Oh wow, Quincy is live right now, lol. I summoned him into the tavern and into existence on live streaming. That's just how I do it. But right now, how should I put it?
They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up at buyers' monthly tea parties, insisting they only come if the other isn't invited. Why?
I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me anymore either.
It smells like breakup.
Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. Oh god, that kind of stinks. People have always left me because I scared them. I don't want them to leave me too.
Now. I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper.
Don't worry, Bayer. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one too.
He's right. They've been through worse.
But what if he's wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something we could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. It's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. Pretty famous. Get to the point, Voy. No.
Doesn't ring a bell, sorry.
Anyway. So, Baya, that's your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now.
Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met?
Yes. The bouquet was really cute.
I know, right? You met a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients to work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's really cute under all that moss and kelp.
Aww. Shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily. Oh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in one of my in a new song, if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again, just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate.
You don't say, kid.
But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone. Like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa. That's fantastic. Yes, yes. You should come visit sometimes. Voy. That's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come too, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Do you get a lot of customers? No. No. None. Maybe we can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, buyer. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once you're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line, remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Okay. They're off to the spa. Oh, that's already the day. That felt kind of fast. Okay. So, we definitely have some quests to set up. I think 2. I don't think this is any use. Diplomat, finds his entire personal guard. Okay. This is definitely one. Protective. Going to a myth ancient times. I don't think this is of use. Amount of undead seems to be haunting the West Snail. Apparently poses a problem. Legends of clerics. Say the first flame Leviathan ever bestowed upon a mankind. I don't think this is. Riverbanks of the Mere hides the Mary Morgan, a wrathful spirit prone to drowning woman, man, and everything in between. Okay. Mary Morgan, Mary Morgan. Okay. So, those two belong together. Seems to be very unsafe at the moment. A few animals have not returned home for a while. Maybe. Collapsed, connecting Tierra, the mainland, spawning the worst things of all budget discussions. A banshee's haunting the Lonesome Lagoon. Okay. I think those three definitely belong together. Complete the quest. The Lagoon of Tranquility. The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drawing trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Baya, would do anything to keep her frank group from shattering. Couple counselors sorely needed. Okay. And with a second one. Like, my guess is those 3. Let me just... Yeah, okay, it's actually those 3. I wasn't sure. So, okay, we have 2 quests today. Complete. fatal company. Political tension ensued when the canal bridge connecting Diara to the mainland collapsed, especially because spinal rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he is still in dire need of new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. If those travelers are cattle anyway. Okay, 2 quests. But for today, it's time to close up the tavern. We're gonna do one more day. Act 2, Starlight Sonata, Chapter 12. It takes 2, or 3. 10th of the astral moon. Fable didn't even come by yesterday. Probably still busy. It's Melly! Ah, my favorite character is here. Yay! Soa's best detective duo has returned. Welcome back, Melly and Malachite. John? I'm calling him Aura now. God, can we stop giving him new names the entire time? It's getting old. Because he is giving you a migraine? No, because his gloomy aura, of course. Okay. This is now what, name number 6 we gave him? Well then, Melly, Aura, it's good to have you two back in town. I assume you were able to solve the mystery surrounding the missing familiars? Yes! With the help of my trusty assistant, I was able to figure it out. That's remarkable, I have to say. Good thing you went with her, Aura. It was a dangerous mission. Did you encounter a T-Rex? Of course not. But we nearly burned alive. That's not what I've expected. Sorry. 1 second. You must always expect life to double cross you. I'm glad you both made it back in one piece. But I'm curious, what was the reason behind those vanishing familiars? Do I need to worry about Ando disappearing too? How about we tell you what happened in Suffolk, but only in exchange for 2 free drinks? I can see that you have learned a thing or two on your first big mission. Aura taught me how to be more cunning. Only the basics. No, he's blushing. No need to be so humble, you taught her well. What kind of drinks would you like today, Melly? I want something... something that polishes my investigative and detective skills. A drink that makes me even smarter than I am now. For no mysterious cases like this one will ever be unsolved for me. Coming right up. Okay. Wisdom drink for the cutest little caddy. Sunrise. Let's do this one. I think we never did this one. So we need something with big smarts for her. This one is perfect. Big smarts for Melly. We need a bit of charisma. No. Some agility. And bit more wisdom. Big sunrise. Bottoms up. Let's see if this will make your brain cells multiply. Thank you. Let's try. Oh, this is good. I can already feel it. I'm going to be completely unstoppable. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I initially wanted to sit this one out, but I might actually need a drink now. It would be my pleasure. It means to get to hear your story. Also, I am longing for another one of your little secrets. Right, we made a deal. Correct, correct. So, what will it be today? Maybe something that helped me counter her verbal attacks, now that she's linguistically invincible. So the usual, right? Give me a second, I'll be right back with you. So is this charisma? Yes. Let's give him... I think this is quite good. Defending against all the linguistics. Counteracting them. What are we doing? I think this with the feather is quite good. No. We need this one. Hello, Chris. Just popping in for a bit. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for popping in. How is your day so far? Happy have a nice Wednesday. This should make things easier for you. Oh. I can see it in his face. Is it that bad? Huh? No, silly. He likes it. I'm good. That's nice to hear. Well, I hope you can enjoy yourself the little bit of time you can pop in. But thank you so much for taking your time to hop in for a little bit. It's always greatly appreciated. You can clearly see it in the way his scarf is moving. I see. My detective skills aren't that bad after all. You think you could teach me a thing or two sometimes? Of course. Then we'll be a trio. The detective, the trusty assistant, and the curious apprentice. I like the sound of that. Been a while since I've been an apprentice. I don't remember being asked if I wanted to be part of this. But I couldn't have completed the quest without you. Also, being a detective's trusty assistant is an honorable duty. And I'm glad you came with me. Of course. I'm gonna let you walk headfirst into the open maw of a hungry T-Rex. Did you actually encounter T-Rex and so forth? No, don't be silly. For a moment I thought you just shared one of your many secrets with me. Right. Guess I owe you one for those now. My hair isn't actually all black. I mean, it's white, I can see that. I know. That's not a secret, I can clearly see the white streaks. Anyways. But now, please, I'm dying to know what happened in Salford. So, thanks to the golden feathers, we made it to Salford in a blink of an eye. I don't think I've ever felt that fast in my life. It was like he had the zoomies. They helped us remain unseen too. Having the zoomies, I like that. Thanks to a drink, we were able to sneak around the city without attracting too much attention. But those ghosts were the clue we needed. I knew we'd find something at the docks, so we made our way there. He was right. In the dead of the night, just hours before we had left your tavern, we spotted a peculiar dog roaming near the water. We watched as it tried to sneak into the cargo ship. It behaved weird. Undog-like. It hid behind some barrels and kept looking left and right before it started to sneak on board. I'd never seen a dog do that before. It looked like it didn't know how to be a dog. It didn't use its nose, its ears. It was just off. We watched as one of the workers noticed the dog and scared it away. But my investigative senses were tingling. So we started asking around. As detectives do,
when they wanna collect some evidence. Few people said they had also seen some animals with odd behaviors. Most of them thought they had some kind of illness, like rabies. Or that there were spirits disguised in animal forms, sent by the sea witch. So they stayed away and minded their own business. Not very high-class detective of them, but they made for fine witnesses. Apparently, there's something like a weekly get-together for all the town's familiars. We decided to check it out. And we managed to track down a few of the participating familiars to get more insight. It was a little tricky since none of them wanted to talk to us at first. I think they were a bit wary of strangers. It also seems to be difficult for familiars to speak to people they don't know. Must have something to do with their magical abilities. But with our combined charm and charisma, Aura and I were finally able to gain the trust of one of them. They told us something strange. They said all those familiars that went missing seemed to have been in contact with one particular magician. So of course we had to pay a visit. A visit. Preferably when he wasn't at home. I think that's called burglary. Finding out his address was child's play. Apparently it's quite popular among the people of Suffolk. It just took Aura a little bit of well-adjusted bribery to find the Major's home. Did you take some notes? I did. Prepare yourself to be my next subject, innkeeper. Excited to see how much you learned. You'll be surprised. Flabbergasted. Gobsmacked. Very well. Your drink really did wonders. We managed to break in without anyone noticing. It was so exciting. We snuck around looking for evidence. Maybe a hidden ritualistic chamber or something like that. And did you find one? Sadly, no. But we found his office with the door open. Inside, there were lots of books about different kinds of animals and familiars. And we figured he just loves animals. Or at least needed to that knowledge for something else. As any world-class detective would, I also checked his trash can. And? Did you find anything? Well, nothing that helped to solve the case. But I did find something that you'd like between all those shredded papers. It looked like a recipe for a magical drink, just like the ones you serve. Ta-da! That's very useful. Thank you so much, Melly. That's what I thought. Anyways, Aura and I continued our search for clues. His office also had books about common and uncommon diseases in animals. So we kinda had a connection to the reported cases of rabies. I thought it was a bit of a stretch. Not that I could change her mind. That wasn't all we found. Next to his desk, in a small cupboard, were his diaries. They were full of notes and spells that I didn't understand. Something about transmutational magic. While she studied his diary, I rummaged through his belongings and scrolls. I had absolutely no clue what any of it meant, till I found something of interest. Detailed instructions on how to unbind a familiar from their services. As a thought began to manifest itself in my brain, though I couldn't quite grasp it yet. But somehow my instincts told me I had all the information I needed. I just had to stitch everything together. Kind of like what I do when I assemble a quest for my patrons. Oh my god, why is there a tentacle in that plant? I just noticed. This is just Larry. Larry is just hanging around. He's taking care of the plants here. He's fine. And he kind of reminds me of the game Day of the Tentacle, honestly. I wonder if this is maybe a little bit of a reference.
It's just Larry. He's fine. He won't hurt. I would say he doesn't hurt the fly, but I mean he does hurt the flies that try to do something to the plants. But he won't hurt you. Don't worry, he won't hurt you. I fed him. I think. I'm pretty sure. No, this is a tree. 1 second. Okay. Okay, I think it's better. Exactly. But right when I tried getting to it, we heard the front door squeak and creak, and someone entered the house. We tried to hide, of course, but we hadn't been quick enough with our investigation. And definitely not subtle either. The whole place looked super chaotic. The wizard immediately knew something was off. And a potential dangerous person on high alert is even more dangerous. So we had to be on guard. Hello, Pola! How you doing, my friend? How is everything? Thank you for the honk. It's a nice way of, introducing yourself. To announce your presence. I managed to jump on a bookshelf and wedged myself right on top, under the ceiling. So I was hidden, but could still see the whole room. Good call. I watched as the magician barged in, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a lizard, a colorful bird, and a two-headed sheep. Oh no, not one of those again. Huh? It's nothing. Please continue. Yeah, we recently had like a quest with someone that tried to hurt two-headed sheep. I remember that. I think it was Jade. It was so weird. The bird didn't know how to fly, the lizard walked on 2 legs, and the sheep's 2 heads always looked in the same direction. As if they all didn't know how to be real animals. Just like the dog from the docs. But we had proof. The weird animals were definitely connected to the weird wizard. And if the wizard noticed something, he stopped and said to the animals, "No, you 3, get out of here. I don't want to get in trouble or hurt. Want you to get in trouble or hurt." I already had my fingers wrapped around the handle of my knife, ready to strike. I'm sure he felt a murderous intent. But it does sound like he cared about those animals. That's what I thought too. As soon as they had left the room, I saw him create a ball of flames in his hands. He was ready to strike. And I knew I had to do something. He would have done horrible things to Aura. So I meowed. I mean, like a cat? Uh-huh. I pretend to be a cat. I mean, and somehow it worked, even though I was wearing clothes. The wizard turned around and saw me on top of the bookshelf. His features turned from worried to soft in a millisecond, and then he said, "Oh, you little rascal, how did you get in here? Did I lock you in? You must be terribly scared." And I was scared, but not for the reason he thought. So I just meowed a second time. As you do, when you pretend to be a cat. And then he said, very politely, "Would you please come down here? The room isn't a place for little cats, but I can offer you a cup of milk instead."
And that was a very tempting offer. So, as any cat would, I answered, "No, but I would love some chocolate milk."
God, Melly. She's too precious for this world. Oh god, blow the cover.
I kinda forgot that cats don't usually speak. Needless to say, his face was priceless. "Meow, meow, I'm a cow. I said meow, meow, I'm a cow." He used to say his face was priceless. But in his hand started, then his hand started to light up again.
I immediately knew she was in danger, so I broke every possible rule of the Thief Guild. The Thief Guild taught me, and just popped up from underneath the table. That was very brave of you. I don't know if I'd have been so fearless. Well, I had to. The wizard turned around. He was surprised, maybe even scared. He was also ready to fire at me. I already saw my life flashing before my eyes.
And before I could even think about it, I yelled, "We know you don't mean any harm. You're just trying to protect those familiars, right?" Apparently I hit a nerve. He stopped right in his tracks.
I took advantage of the moment and tried to explain why we were in his home in the first place. I told him everything about the quest, the familiars, the weird dog. Usually, I'm not good with words, but, well, your drink definitely did what it was supposed to. I don't know how, but I think we managed to de-escalate the situation. He looked panicked before that, as if he was being chased. Maybe he actually expected people to come after him.
Hearing all of the clues of Aura's mouth kind of flipped the switch in my brain. And I could see the truth right in front of me. Suddenly, everything made so much sense. I jumped down from the shelf and began my conclusion. It is clear to me that you, the accused, do not have ill intentions. However, that does not make you innocent. You're still involved in the disappearance of some familiars.
She was walking back and forth while she gave her speech. Needless to say, the wizard and I were equally confused. By the way, we're having ads coming up any second now. Just a little heads up. As soon as the message pops, I'm gonna stop. Make a break so nobody misses anything.
You're fond of animals, and as such...
Well, anyway, the message just popped. Okay. Gives me a little time to clear my throat a bit more. God, I enjoy hydrate. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris. I mean, I'm constantly like sipping on my water, but honestly, it's quite straying on my voice today. We're gonna finish this day up, and then normally I try to do 3 days, but today we're gonna keep it at 2. Today we're gonna keep it at 2. Let me also stretch a bit. Yeah. Sit a bit more comfortable on the chair. I'm really tired today. I was already quite tired yesterday, honestly. So yeah, today not that long of a stream, but you know, it doesn't always need to be a long stream afterwards. After all. But I really have to say, I know I say this every time she's here, but she's just so precious and cute. I just want to cuddle her. I mean, I just love cats in general. What am I supposed to say? Okay, 1 more minute until the ads are over. me actually see it. No, not that. Abby. The log, I'm just curious about something. We have those. Those are all the rumors we have. Yeah, we found it out a little bit. That's very good. Background or Orph and Seraph. Yeah, Echo. Okay. Human. Maida, Changeling. Oh god, yeah, I remember Inko. Half elf. Okay, didn't quite get that he's a half elf. Skeleton. Sense. Finfolk. Giant. Earth Echo. Oh, like the mixing. Interesting. Welcome back from Ad Breaker. Right? I'm just looking through like the different entries from. God, like this little drawing of her is also so cute. Oh, we also got. Oh, okay, interesting. Northern Republic. Grove Zenith Wayfarers Inn. Interesting. Okay. I really need to look at this more. I mean, there are actually like a lot of info. Everything that was talked about. But this is what the two of them were. Southern Republic, Themis, Palewood, Windmore. Moon Swamp. So this is Ada Evelyn. Mirror Castle. Okay. Okay, let's get back. You are fond of animals and such, also familiars. And while I don't know anything about magic, I have heard the term transmutational before. Who hasn't, honestly? It's a broadly used term. That right there was a blatant lie. So, I, the world's greatest detective, have concluded you are turning familiars into animals. Or at least, you're making them look like animals. You also were accompanied by some of those turned familiars. And you cared for their safety. That means they are here of their own free will. So by turning them into animals, you did them a favor. They wanted to be transmuted. But now their patrons and the other familiars can't reach them anymore. And they were worried that something bad happened to them. And that's why we're here. Case closed. That's pretty impressive. And you figured that all out by yourself? Yep. The magician was also really impressed. I totally hit the nail on the head. I explained again that we were just here to investigate. But that it was also necessary for the familiars and their friends and families to talk to each other. The remaining familiars wanted an explanation, as well as their former mages. The wizard already felt guilty for doing something behind their backs, of course. Turns out the familiars were unhappy in their dragon-like bodies, and so preferred feeling like real animals. But they were afraid of telling the patrons and familiar friends, so none of their remaining acquaintances knew what had happened. Of course, they expected the worst. Why else would your friend just leave you alone and disappear without a trace? That is true. Yeah. But obviously none of them wanted to continue on like that. So we helped set up a meeting for them to talk it out. And they did. Other magicians were very understanding, if a little sad to lose their connections. The other familiars also welcomed them with open arms, even though they were a little confused at first. They needed a while to understand why their friends wanted to be animals. But I think they got it eventually. So, all in all, sounds like a very successful quest.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you got to uncover the truth.
Me too. The magician even decided to give us something in return for helping him.
Neither of us have any use for it, so we wanted you to have it.
Don't say that. That makes it sound like it's a bad gift, and it's not.
What is it then?
It's a ring of beast storing, with a lost familiar inside of it. We found it. He found it a long while ago, but its patron never showed up. He named it Renu.
Melanie can take care of it, and I have my sheepfish, Rufus. But you have Ando, so you already know how to take care of a mini dragon. Oh, absolutely do. He might enjoy some company. So thank you two very much. Oh, he's adorable! He's adorable! Another familiar, it's Renu. Oh, he's so, look at him. Oh, he's so cute. I want a plushie of him. Oh my god, he's so adorable. He's so cute. Look at his eyes. Yeah, wait. Wait, no, not this. Wait, this just calls for this.
Lizard.
He even makes bubbles. I don't know why we just had like a double sound here though. I think I need to check this again. Oh, did you hear it doubled? Like there was like a slight echo on it on my end. Noticed it a couple of times already. Of course.
I will not tolerate the forces of evil!
That is also true. I will not tolerate it. Yeah, we have a bunch of those redeems. I need to get back to Rufus now. He gets lonely without me sometimes.
Or is it that you get lonely without him?
He's my pet. I need to take care of him. Don't worry, I'm sure Fable did a good job. Though it's nice to see how much you care for your pet. Alyssa just likes screaming in my face. But it's absolutely fine. As long that's what the redeems are for, just screaming in my face. He's been my only friend since my parents died a long time ago.
Oh. Were they also eaten by zombies?
No. They were burned alive.
Oh. Oh no.
I remember it as if it were yesterday. It was late. It was a late afternoon, and my parents wanted to visit the adjacent village to buy some grain. But they never returned. I wanted to look for them. When I got to the village, every house, every barn, and even the ground was ablaze. I heard yelling, people screaming in pain, pleading for help. My parents were nowhere to be found. A few of the survivors confirmed they had seen them earlier that day. Before the fire. I later found out that the perpetrators was the pretentious son of a noble family. He had a disagreement with a farmer over some payments and instead paid a bunch of criminals to set fire to his barn. But the fire spread uncontrollably and devoured everything in its path, including innocent lives, just like it did today.
That's
Awful. I'm sorry, Aura. It's alright. I bottled up all my emotions. I bottled all my emotions up and combined them into desire. For a family? For revenge. Oh. But that sounds like a lonely desire, though. And you haven't found any friends since then? No. People in the Thieves Guild helped me survive, but they weren't particularly keen on friendship. So I just chose the lonely path. It was meant for me. It's not very nice of them. But now you have me. And? We are best friends now. And accomplices. And we can found our own guild. Like the Detectives Guild. It's so sweet. No. Give us a few more quests and we'll be the most famous detectives in all of Fesor. At one point I managed to say this word correctly. I'm sure of that. Oh, it's Hex. And a good mythical morning to you, Innkeeper. This time it's actually still morning. But it doesn't mean it isn't morning somewhere else in the world as well. Of course not. That's a really cute hat you're wearing. Thanks. Can I try it on sometimes? Only if you tell me your name. A fellow master of bribery, I see. But there's nothing more you could possibly teach me. Gonna see you tomorrow. Of course, Chris. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow when I get accused of mistreating Alyssa again by letting her sleep on the floor, despite she's doing it on her own free android will. Now I'm really looking forward to it. But thank you for stopping by, Chris. I assume you're just telling this because you only said you don't have time for popping in for a little bit. Hello everybody, welcome raiders. You just raided us when I got hit with books. Welcome in. welcome to the cozy tavern. Hello Moomy. Thank you so much for the raid again. And hello Asherhood. Welcome. Yes I do. Well, how was your stream, Moomy? I hope you enjoyed it. And Chris, thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye, and hopefully until tomorrow. Pain in R6. I mean, I see you playing Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, this is not the type of game for me. I never played it myself. But I know it's like a PvP game. That's exactly why it's not really for me. Because I do more like co-op games. I'm not very competitive. But yeah, I hope you can relax in the tavern a little bit and enjoy your time here. I mean, oddly enough, you're not the first person today in chat that just said they were in pain. I think Panda was here earlier and just said pain 3 times in a row before he actually started talking properly. It's not even a joke. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed your time here. I hope you had a nice stream. And of course, if you need to raid and run, I absolutely understand that. But if you can stay, get cozy and enjoy the stories of our patrons here. And currently, like, I think Mel is trying to bribe Hex over here to get his head to try it on. So you're a detective? Yes! The best detective in all of Fesor, and I can never say this word correctly. I might add. I just will lurk. That's absolutely fine. Enjoy your time and lurk. I'm Emelina, by the way, but you can call me Melly. Happy to make your acquaintance, Melly.
I'm Hexagon Hex, but you can call me Hex. Like by your last name? No, Hex, as in short for Hexagon, obviously. So Hex. Ah. And who is the grim-looking fella next to you? And who is the grim-looking fella next to you? Oh, him. They look grouchy, but they're my world-class assistants. Not by choice. His name is Aura. I'm sure it is, yes. Nice to meet you, Aura. But I think you've gotten enough information out of me. Can I try your head now? That's a tricky one. You see, this little star pendant on the tip of my head. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It classifies me as a wizard of the primordial sea. A silver one, I might add. One of the Leviathan's most trusted confidants. Ooh. And all of his knowledge is directly transmitted to anyone with a head like mine. In particular, silver stars like me have access to information that leaked out to the masses would break the order of this world. Oh wow! Every silver star has to go through extensive mental training. Such amounts of knowledge would drive any mortal without proper training insane. I'm pretty sure he's just messing with her. No. So I can't let you try on my head without endangering your life. And I couldn't forgive myself if I were the reason of Theosaur's best detective went mad. That is very honorable of you. But I, the great detective Melanie, have concluded that you, Hexagon Hex, are nothing but a bad liar. You're a great detective indeed. I honestly thought you were pretty convincing, Hex. Nah, well. Thank you. Wait, you actually believed him? Was not. I just happen to know a thing or two about the primordial sea. I've read a few books, heard some rumors, you know how it is. And I really doubt Leviathan would share his precious knowledge with a mere mortal. Nothing against you, Hex. You got me there. I gotta say, you're really convincing. I sure am. Looks like even a great detective like me never stops learning. Honestly, you could have just told me no, though. I would have revealed my name even without a promising magic hat on the line. But it's more fun that way. I think honesty is also very important, and a very important skill to master. She's absolutely right there. Whatever you say, detective. But Hex, what brings you here today? Ah, nothing really. I was just longing for another one of your drinks. You know, the kind that would flood my head with new ideas. Leave it to me. Okay, he wants a wisdom drink. Yeah. We got the silent owl now. Let's give this one a whirl. It's a wisdom drink after all. I mean, I guess we could use that, but yeah, this is the way to go. So, need a little bit of dexterity, a little bit more charisma, and 2 parts strength. The silent owl. Bottoms up. There you go. This should do the trick. Huh, let's see. Oh, I can already feel it. All the ideas, they're manifesting in my brain. Honestly, oh, I think oh, dang it. Oh, thanks, I activated autoplay for, accident.
Honestly, I don't know if it's good, if it's a good or a bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, can you maybe show me a magic trick? Just to test your abilities, I mean. Well, yes, of course I can. I'm glad you asked. You know, I'm a master of fire. Oh. Oh, then can you also do fireballs? I wouldn't call a fireball a mere magic trick, more like a fully fledged spell. But I can create 10 tiny flames on top of my fingertips. Like cute little candles? I want to see that. I would advise you to play with fire outside. A lot of my ingredients are very flammable. You'll miss the big show then. I think I'll somehow manage to survive. Yolas? Aura, are you coming as well? I'm good. Alright, Lone Wolf. You're missing out though? Certainly. See you later. Have fun. Okay, yeah. With like the whole background with fire, I can imagine that he's not too keen on it. Oh, Kellen! Been a while. Quest taken. Innkeep. Kellen! Is quest up for taken? It sure is. Why else would it be hanging on a quest board? Who asked you, thief? Are you going all by yourself? Oh, I like her. She's very cool, but she's an extreme foul mouth. If she wants to, she curses like a sailor. Of course, I don't do groups. I would be quiet, dangerous. Diria seems to be a hotspot for danger at the moment. Do you want to come with me or what? If so, spit it out, kid. No. Fine. There's nothing this great, so it can't cleave through by itself. Won't need much help. Cool. You always like that, Innkeep? Depends on who's in the room. Ah, I see how it is. You do? Yeah, of course I do. You're like a dragon. You barely know me, so it's obvious that you're reserved as to not expose any weak spots. But sometimes you gotta finish the fine line between being reserved or being a tad too edgy. That. Can you stop the to psychoanalyze me? Yes. No. Yeah, that's no from me. No, I will never stop, Aura. Oh, whatever your name is. Like, this is your 6th name you have now. Great. Not like you're right with any of your assumptions. You could always enlighten us. I pass. But, wouldn't mind another drink. Same as always? Yes. Something. You know. Something for my aura. Gotcha. It's on the house this time. I never got payment for any of my drinks so far. Like, not in the form of money. He said he wanted another one of those, so let's give him this. Oop. This game also reminds me a bit of, what was it called? Potion Crafter? Need to play this on stream too at one point. Thanks. That's good. Enough. Splendid. Alright, moving on. What about you, Kellen? I'd like to know more about this chasm-scape. The path, that's the path to Diria. I mean, I haven't been there yet. Me neither, actually. Really? Do you think I... Do you think I never leave this tavern? Do you have any special insights that might be useful? Not much about the situation in Diara itself, but bits and bobs I picked up over the last days. Enlighten me. As you might have read, travel to Diara has become a bit of a hazard. Collapsing bridges, disappearing animals, nervous diplomats. Sounds like a haven for bandits. Among other things. Either way, I'll get that blue blood to Diria. Of course. How about a drink to aid you with your undertaking? I thought you'd never ask. Any wishes? I mean, I could go either way. Depends on what truly is going down in Diria. Timing might be important. Being swift and smart about it. Evasion. That's what you call it. Might be a good infusion for that. The feather of the golden loon. What? Oh, a rare waterfowl. Legend has it that the wind still resides in its feathers, which is why they lend you its speed. Ah, intriguing. Suppose that could be great for evasion. We add something for the brains to it. Though I'll be dealing with a diplomat, so a little additional charisma to get me on his good side wouldn't hurt either. Definitely doable. Alternatively, to be prepared for every possible situation, something to up my defenses wouldn't be too bad. How do you feel about traveling under the blessing of the dragons? I'm all ears. The little citron, your weapon strikes will be blessed. Great against any bandits or bridges. It sounds like something my Baba would have chosen. Not that she would have needed it. Situation is that dangerous, something that might have give me more protection would fit. If it comes with enough strength to strike back, that is. But being able to evade the threat by being smart and fast might be better. You know what then, Keep? I leave the choice up to you. You should know what you're doing. Let me think about it. Okay, so we got a choice again. And actually, I'm always more of the kind of guy that prefers the, let's call it the sneakier approach. So smart and a bit of swiftness. No, a bit of charisma, smarts and charisma. I need the other way around. Do I have something for that? Silent Brawl. I mean, actually, this would do it. An infusion to boot. I don't have. No, wait, but this one doesn't work because we need the infusion of the waterfowl thingy. The golden feather, yeah, we need the golden feather in it. So it needs to be something that also has a bit of swiftness to it. Main is brains. So probably this peak sunrise would work. Has a bit of charisma to it. If it were the other way around with charisma and wisdom, it would be perfect. Yeah, but I think it's going to be the peak sunrise. Supposed to add this after all. Then we add a bit more swiftness. And a lot of wisdom. Peak sunrise with a feather. So this, let me check again. Wisdom,
Charisma. Yeah, should do it. Bottoms up. Let the wits, wind, and some kind words guide your way. Let's. Yeah, head on. Syria. Some diplomat clown is in need of aid. Needs some escorting of sorts. Hey, Innkeep. Is this the escort quest you've been offering? Yep. Boggen crap. I've been meaning to take that one to earn a little bit coin on the side. Well, I already committed to it. And what if I tell you I want that quest? I ain't getting it simple. Can you stop me? Do you want me to try? I'd love to. Come on now, just go together. Who ask you? Exactly.
Honestly, like those two, like they have the similar vibe in this case.
The conversation is giving me a headache. The solution is as easy as it is efficient. Go together. One takes on the big bats, the other one the small ones. Either way, you're better prepared for a fight. If it comes to it. Listen, I'm looking to buy some materials for an important project. Materials cost exploded ever since the stars fell. I wouldn't mind a side gig. You look sturdy. Like you could take a few blows, so sure. Let's do it. Let's meet tonight at the crossroads to Themis. We'll leave from there. Great. Head to my room to start packing. And to take a nap. Those are efficient after all, huh? Oh, shush. You're a brooding fella, aren't you? This is just who I am. I met fellas like you before. You're all the same. Often you've gotten your truest hearts of gold. Can we skip the sincerity? My headache is bad enough. Oi, Innkeep. Rhea? Kyle keeps talking about fireworks. He's still oblivious about what actually happened. Lux with the fools, as they say. For many, it's been easier if it just had been fireworks. Yeah, I mean, he still thinks like the stars literally falling from the sky has just been fireworks. Bless his heart. Keeps blabbering about that ladder. Oh? Have you opened it yet? No. Reading what might be inside? I don't have the time. Suddenly your lines don't sound so empty anymore. Don't think too hard about it. We're getting all the assortment of people today. Actually, I wanted to... Wait, before we continue... I want to check something. Quests... Okay, okay. I think I checked this already once again.
Thinking about what?
Nothing.
Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything, even though I'm very curious by nature.
Good for you.
I would agree. That and wanderlust is the reasons why I decided to come here. To the Tavern, to Zenith, to adventure.
Woohoo.
He got the grumpiest people right now next to him. Thank you. So oblivious. I've come to inquire whether someone has already embarked on the quest to escort my dear friend to Deria.
Very much so. She's still sitting right here.
Where? Oh, how rude of me. Of course. Hello, brave adventurer.
Ria's enough.
Hello, brave Rhea. You are the one who's going to escort my dear friend. Along with Kellen. Gotta restart PC. I'll be back. Okay. Good luck with restarting your PC, I guess. Don't get a blue screen. Yeah, you shouldn't get a blue screen. That one. Oh, Kellen. Phenomenal. I'm beyond thrilled to learn that my dear friend is going to be in such capable hands. Though, I've been wondering. Come on, spit it out. Could I perhaps join? It's totally alright if not. But this diplomat is very dear to me, and it feels like my duty to aid him.
Can you fight?
Well, I can talk. Very well, in fact. I can fight with my words.
The wolf tailored.
So sure thing. Come along, lad. I'll show you some tricks.
We leave at midnight.
God, I love Rhea. The wolf's gonna hate it. Sure, come along, right along. Just wants to piss off Kellen. Love it. Really? How exciting. Come on, let's go. Oh, how the turntables. Me going on a very dangerous and important quest instead of merely reading about it. Seems like you're on the right path on your hero's journey. Indeed, all the stories I have to tell when I return, Innkeeper. I can't wait. Farewell. See you soon. Goodbye. See you soon. I hope the quest goes well and they don't run into anything unexpected. What's on your mind? Are there any open quests left? There's one. It involves social conflict resolution. Sure, whatever. Are you... I mean, this is a very delicate quest where you have to resolve like a lava scroll of two ancient beings, so... I don't know if you really like the smooth talker they need here. It's a bit too soon to go on another quest. You just got back. At least have a long rest. Replenish your some resources. I'm good. Are you sure? No, but who cares? I do. Don't. A bit too late for that, I'm afraid. I already paid you with a story today. So get me one of those drinks, quest drinks. Something with a little more violence. I don't think I'll be doing that. Fable! Hiya, Innkeeper. Hiya, Fable. Hiya, Mel. Hi. Yeah, never mind. Would you like a drink? Actually, I'm here for a quest. Archie told me there was still one left, and I wanted to ask if I could take it. Good question, Fable. I see. It's to me to answer it. Aura is still thinking about taking the quest. Who's Aura? John. Malachite. That guy. Just like, who's Aura? It's John. Malachite. This guy here. Like, this guy of the many names. Oh, nice name. Thank you. But if you're already taking it, I guess I'm too late. I hope you have fun. Why don't you two go together? Together? That allowed? Of course. Teamwork is the adventuring world's bread and butter. Most heroic deeds are not done alone. Life would be very lonely that way. It would be, yes. So you should go to this quest together. Combine your individual strength and solve any problems better than you ever could alone. And you would get to know each other better in the process. It's a win-win. Aura, what do you think? Would you be okay with that? I guess. Would you? I think so. It sounds fun. Cool. It's settled then. You'll go together. If I can ask, what exactly is the quest about? Archie only mentioned there was one. It's simple. Buyer is worried because the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon and the Mary Morgan of the Ashen Grove aren't speaking to each other. She fears the end of the relationship would also be the end of their friendship with them. The Banshee and the Mary Morgan? Buyer is friends with the Mary Morgan? Best friends? Ah, so we need to talk to the Mary Morgan? And the Banshee. What an opportunity. I always wanted to come face to face with the embodiment of sorrow. Don't you think that's scary? I think they balance each other out quite well, honestly. No. You know what's scary? Failing relationships. That is actually quite true. Social fights are the most dangerous kinds. I find them less scary than wrathful spirits. Seems like together your fears will cancel each other out. I don't know enough about math to dispute that. Sure. Speaking of math, Ish, how do you two want to approach this? Not an easy task, so you must be smart about it. Do you still have any of those fake crystals? The ones that make you fade into the shadows entirely? Sure do? Good. I suggest you mix those with a hefty serving of intelligence. Then we can turn invisible and come up with a clever ruse to make them fall for each other again, without them ever knowing it was us. Hello, Dane. Do you just want to avoid social interactions? Maybe. Or maybe I just remember how well being invisible served me last time. Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like they should talk about their feelings. But if their feelings are that they never want to talk with each other ever again, then they should talk about that too. Not the point of the quest. I think it is. We should face the problem head on instead of trying to find a way to avoid it. That's a very good idea, Fable. I think I could do with another round of charisma for this one. And maybe Innkeeper? Clay mentioned you have Thunder Sage. That would help us inspire other people, right? Correct. I'll admit, it works a little different for everyone, but I have no doubt you'll figure it out. Speaking of Clay, he wanted me to tell you that he and Tia will make it back in time for the barbecue. Really? That's amazing. Aura, you should come too. We're having a barbecue at the werewolf settlement on the 31st. It'll be great fun, I think. I don't think so. Oh, alright. I have to get back to Rufus at some point. He'll need his wool cut. Speaking of Rufus, if you're here, Fable, where's the sheepfish? Melina picked him up. She said she'd bring him home, so he has to spend less time alone. Great. What's wrong? I told her exactly what kind of food to give him in case he gets hungry while they wait for you. No, it's fine. I like her. They're a good match. Anyway, we should hurry. You don't miss your barbecue, so you don't miss your barbecue. You're right. Innkeeper,
Can you help us pick the right approach? Either invisibility and intelligence or charismatic and inspiring. Trust your expertise.
Let me think about it. I think the charismatic approach is the better one here. Because, as Fable pointed out, the trying to avoid the issue is just not a good idea. Thunder Sage. It's a lot of smarts, but not that much in defense. It's a lot in smarts. So, we need... Thunder Sage is this. So, charisma and smarts. Sunny Breeze. That seems to be quite... This seems to be the correct one. So, Thunder Sage. Bunch of charisma. Fill her up. And a bit of dexterity. For the swiftness of the words. The Sunny Breeze. Bonus up. I think the direct approach is the better choice. After all, honest communication is important, right? Would you say so? Absolutely. Very much so. And you? I think honesty is the best approach to any situation, including this one. I 100% agree with Fable. Agreed. I think the only question left is, where should we go? Where should we start? The Ocean Grove is closer. And you already know where to find the Mary Morgan. You do? Yes, I encountered her before. So she'll remember you. Useful. I hope not. Last time she tried to drown me. Oh, I see. It was pretty embarrassing. I know the way to the Banshee too. It might be smarter to start with the one further away. Work backwards at all. That makes sense. Let's do that. Good. But we should prepare first. The journey to Boreas won't be easy. You're right. We should leave tomorrow morning. We should. Wonderful. Glad to know that you'll actually rest between quests, Aura. If I must. You went on a quest with Melly, right? How was it? Fine. Reminded me of my parents. Are they well? They're dead. Burned to death. I'm sorry. That's horrible. That's life. It shouldn't be. How old were you when you lost them? 7. Oh wow. That must have been really scary. It was fine. I think I never saw him so distraught. Doesn't sound fine. When I was 7, I ran into a vine-spiked boar while searching for friendly rocks. It chased me through the forest for almost an entire hour. First I thought I was going to die. Then I was sure I was never going to step foot outside again. But when they found me crying, my family hugged me so tight it dried up all my tears. And when I sat in my room frozen in fear, we danced and played board games till I forgot I was even scared. I can't imagine not having that. I can. It was... Please, don't say fine. Scary. Really scary. Welcome back, Faye. I waited at home by myself for 2 whole days. I thought the shadows were going to eat me at some point. When I finally was brave enough to leave, it was too late. You know it's not your fault, right? I know. I never want to feel that scared again. But it's fine, because I fixed it. Fixed it? How? By taking revenge on that who caused their death. Popular approach these days. Did that make you feel any better? Yeah, sure. It was just a natural part of my journey, following the path of darkness, my destiny. Misery is nobody's destiny. He's right. You shouldn't confine yourself to sadness just because it's what you're used to. Besides, the innkeeper always says you can choose your own destiny. And I decided our destiny is to bring these two lovebirds back together, at least for now. I think I need to go. Prepare for a treacherous journey ahead. You should Melanie know you're leaving. She'll be worried senseless otherwise. Let her know you'll be back. Might not be. Don't be like your parents. Oh, that sting. Whatever, time to go. Okay. So it's just fable. You think I should go after him? I think sometimes we need a bit of time to feel our feelings by ourselves, before we feel comfortable enough being them in front of other people. That is actually a very nice quote. I actually really like that. Sometimes it's a basic, yeah, but it's absolutely true. Sometimes you need to give people some space. It's good to let them know that you're there for them if they want to, but you know, it's also important to give them a bit of space if they need it, to sort their own feelings out. That's a no, right? Give him a moment. You will have plenty of time to be there for him when you're trying to play matchmaker for the undead. Right, you have to do that. Which is fine. I'll be fine. The Mary Morgan probably doesn't even remember me. And if she does, I can just run, or hide, or cry. No matter what, you won't be alone. I can't tell Aura how afraid I am. It'll be so embarrassing. If you want to be there for him, you should also let him know when you're scared. It's only fair. I don't want to burden them with my problems. Being a burden every once in a while is part of a wonderful experience of being loved. Oh, that's also very nice. I also like that. Your friends appreciate it when you trust them enough to let them help you. Because when you care for people, you're willing to put in a little work to make them smile. But you already know all this, don't you? Oh, actually, this is it's a really nice way of saying this. I never put it into words like that, but I absolutely agree with this. Helping out friends is always worth putting in the effort. As long as they want to, that is. I do. But it's just so hard. It's so much harder to keep in mind when it comes to myself. I know. But you're doing very well, Fable. Thank you, Innkeeper. All thanks to you. It isn't true. I've been trying to help you the best I can, but you're the one who actually has to change. And I'm proud of how far you've come. Let's call it teamwork then. Let's. Anytime. Can I stay for a little longer? I think I need a bit more time before I can face my fears. Always Fable. Thank you. I do like Fable a lot. Oh, Callan. morning. It's not morning. They sleep that long. No, still the same day. Ah, that makes more sense. No, not morning, Elfie. Not morning. How did you sleep? Not much. Think your drink made me restless. Archie said you're going on a quest? Yeah. Ria and I'll be escorting some rich to Tyria. Be a little nicer, please. He's Archie's friend. Sorry. We'll be escorting some rich idiot to Tyria. He's Archie's friend? I see. That's why he's so excited. Cause his friend's leaving? Must really be craving some peace and quiet. Oh, no. He's excited because they get to travel together. What? He said he's coming along. Since when? Ria invited him. Great. Too late to, is it too late to back out? Yes, don't be a coward. Fine. But I need another drink. That would be rather difficult. I already gave you a drink tailored to your quest, and my boost shouldn't be mixed so irresponsibly right before an adventure. So I'm just supposed to deal with this headache by myself? Yes. Very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. You think something exciting will happen on your quest? We'll see. I've got a good feeling about it. I reckon I'm gonna meet another guardian. Oh, and we have another set of ads coming up. Honestly, I'm streaming already longer than I intended. Like, always when I'm trying to, like, okay, like, we keep it short today in Tavern Talk, it always is like, oh, okay, here's another hour longer than you actually intended to stream. It's not that I don't like it. Quite the opposite. It's just, why does time fly so fast sometimes? But yeah. We're gonna wait out the ads real quick. Actually, I think I'm gonna refill on my aqua. On my water. Real quick. So, yeah. We're going to be in a little of a break. Break scene for a second. And then we'll be right back. So, see you very soon.
And we're back. Hello, hello. So, let's just wait the last 15 seconds until the ad break is over. And then we're gonna continue with the story. I reckon we're getting quite close to the end of the day, considering it's already night. That's probably not be that much longer. Welcome back, everybody, from ad jail. I hope your time with the ads were not too bad. And we're gonna continue with Tavern Talk. My brain is a bit slow today, I do apologize. Maybe that would be fun, right? What kind would you like to meet this time? Not sure. I feel like I already met the one I was looking for. What could be greater than tricking a Wyvern's camera? You're right. I think that means it's time to befriend the Realm Keepers now. Wouldn't that be something? Which one would you like to meet the most? Gaia. Can't think of a greater honor than that. You? Gaia as well. But I feel like I should pick someone else. For balance. Guess you pay her maybe? I'd like to ask her how she's doing right now. Maybe give her a hug. You'd be the type to give a dragon a hug. What does that mean? That you're very lovely, I think. Something like that. So, fellow dragon enjoyer, who would you pick? No repeats. Maybe the Great Spirit Dragon? Or Leviathan? Leviathan. I mean, I don't know anything about any of them, really. Serpent of the Primordial Sea actually sounds kind of cool. Why? You like snakes? I do. I do also enjoy elemental magic. And swimming. And chaos. What was the last one? Swimming? Right. But I suspect your quest will have its merits even if you don't meet any of the Realm Keepers. That's true. I bet you and Rio will have a lot to talk about. You can teach Archie more about adventuring. Not so sure about that. You're a great teacher. I've learned so much from you already, just by being your friend. Like, how to say say what I really mean. I'm still working on it, obviously, but I feel so much better when I'm being honest about what I want. Getting a lot better at it. You have been getting a lot better at it. Thank you. And Melly loves practicing with you too. She says she wants to ask Rhea to build her a greatsword of her own. So, a regular sized dagger? I guess for Melly it would probably be like a slightly bigger dagger, maybe. Teaching someone to hold a sword is one thing. Guts and bravery is something else. Not sure I can teach Archie something. I'm still practicing myself. We can always practice together. Yeah. Speaking of practice, you're going on a quest too, Elfie? I am. Aura and I are going to fix the Banshee and Mary Morgan's relationship. Is that Sneaky Twister's new name? It is. Everybody's like, does this guy have another name again? Yes. Aren't you scared of the Mary Morgan? Only a little. Okay, maybe a lot. Do you think she's going to drown me? Or do you think the Banshee will? Maybe they'll reunite through the teamwork of drowning me. Probably not. I think you'll find some wacky as heck solution that no person in history of dragonkind would have ever thought of. Like being kind or whatever. I like that. And if everything else fails, you've always got an insane air echo by your side to pull you out of the water. If you can swim. He's sane. Is he? Well, mostly I think he's sad. And sadness can make people feel a lot of intense things. Like fear or anger or nothing at all. Anything that isn't sadness. It's easy to lose yourself in that, but there's always a way out. If you're looking. You're taking the cheap fish thing along. Maybe? I think he might let him stay with Melina. So she isn't alone. Or he isn't at risk of losing him. Probably both. Not a bad idea. Would hate for her to be all alone while you two go chasing ghosts. Maybe we can send Grace over to check up on her. Or Hex? No. Guess if you're going with whatever the Drake's his name is, you'll finally be able to ask me about his cheesecake recipe. Cheesecake recipe? Melina mentioned he has a good one. I thought maybe he could show me how to make it. It sounds like a great idea. Ask him. You can use my kitchen if you want to. Really? That would be amazing. I'll ask him. Maybe. Anu will be waiting for you. On a completely different note, Carolyn, what happened to those undead snails you wanted to check out? In on? Well, they're slow, ain't they? Still, got a little time to stick around. So, you'd say you'd like it here? It's not too bad here. Though maybe I'd even bring my cousin a souvenir. Hands off my trinkets. I ain't that Eriko. I'll get her something from the market or the elf settlement. And maybe I'll bring you something back from the farm, Elfie. You mentioned you'd love to try planting some ghost berries. Either way, I'd stop by sooner or later. Don't want to risk her turning into a werewolf or moving house. No, but seriously. If any more of my family members turn into dragon-forsaken werewolves, I'll be joining the Van Helsings. Still, don't know if they kill werewolves. Yeah, we already been through. It's like, I'm pretty sure they just kill vampires, not werewolves. Don't care. Do you think I could come with you? When you go, I mean? I could gather the ghost berries myself, and I know a lot about snails. You should, you have a way with your family members. And the snails would love you. Have to agree. You probably make it a chaotic mess, but... a fun chaotic mess? Yeah. I like the fact that everybody's getting along with Fable and I absolutely loved it. Seems like you guys did end up forming a party after all. Shut up. Okay. Anyway. It's late. I think I should go back to the settlement and catch some rest. Stallion? Do you want to come with? We can stop by the werewolf settlement and say hi to Mr. Dragon. Or bye. Ain't sure I got any tips for you in return, but I can't listen to your worrying. Yeah. You're good at that. Do you want to come too, Innkeep? I'm afraid Ando doesn't do well in civilization. Or alone. Especially not alone. But I'll be eager awaiting your stories. We'll return with plenty. I'll be counting on it. Good night, Carolyn. Good night, Fable. Night. Good night. I think that wraps the day. Let's feed Andu. Swipe the floors. And last but not least... So, and thank you for the hydrate and stretch redeems and posture check. Okay, but I think this is where we're gonna wrap it for today. Just save real quick. I mean, we have an autosave, but I always wanna save separately too. So, oh, wrong one. So, thank you everybody for coming by on this, I mean, for me, beautiful Wednesday evening, or night. I mean, it's 10 p.m. already for me. I hope you enjoyed your time here. It was, as always, very nice to have you all here. It's always greatly appreciated. It's been a while since I've done it too. Always do the self-care stuff when I redeem it in someone else's stream, lol. That's good though, that's good. Especially hydrate is very important. I think I said it in the past once, actually the posture check is not really that necessary for me because I'm mostly, the worst thing I do is like sitting like cross-legged on my chair, but I'm slowly like, I cannot even speak anymore. I rarely like hunch over or something. But yeah, I think that's a wrap for today though. So the last thing, Sin crisscross right now, lol. I mean, it is a comfortable way after all. It is a very comfortable way. But for now, I think, because, oh, you can hear me twice. You don't need to hear me, really. What are we gonna raid today? I see Heidi is online. I haven't raided her in quite some time. She is having karaoke today. I think she posted something about it. So let's check in on our dearest cow friend and see how her karaoke is going. I think that's a good end for today. So yeah, it's raid time. So let me just put up the raid message real quick. And let's raid the dear Heidi Heiter. Ooh. Random owl appearance before we leave. So yeah, thank you again so much for coming by. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central European time, so in about, well, 23 hours, I'm gonna have another collab with Elistra. We're playing Traveler's Rest again, so if you have the time, come on by. We would love to have you here. And all that's left for me to say is, thanks again so much for coming by. And I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. Until next time. Bye-bye.